we're gonna stream, try to push to a high mythic finish. Try to start getting into place where we can start camping and lock in a either top 250 or top 1200 finish for the month. There's a couple decks from recent metagame breakdowns that we've done for both historic and standard that I want to give a go. So we're going to start with historic. We're going to be looking at this mobilize energy sacrifice-esque deck that's been doing well. So the big thing here that I just wanted to try out was playing some Haliya. The list didn't have Haliya. They had 2 static prisons instead, which I want to try this out. I think it could be good in this type of shell. You're making a lot of tokens. You gain life. It gives you card advantage. You can warp it, so it's multiple spells per turn. You can, the only other change was they were playing 4 Goblin Bombardments, and I wanted to play the 4th Esper Sentinel instead. I think 3 is fine. These get diminishing returns. You don't get any benefit from drawing more than 1, so don't really want to do that. I also just tweaked the mana base. I want to play Mana Confluence instead of the Prismatic Vistas, just because with the Amped Raptor you can exile cards, so you can exile lands, and I want to be able to have all my colors accordingly. So you're playing kind of the energy package, Johnny, your Amped Raptor, Guide of Souls, Goblin Bombardment, but then you have the Mobilize package of Stadium Headliner, makes multiple bodies, can be removal. You have Voice of Victory, makes multiple bodies, and lets you kind of play around instants, counterspells, stuff like that. Marionette Apprentice, Blood Artist style effect, and then probably my favorite card right now on Arena in terms of creatures, Mardu Thunderkite, 3 mana, 2/4, flying, mobilize 2, and then when it comes into play, all your creatures perpetually get your choice of Menace, Lifelink, or Haste. Oftentimes this is just 3 mana, flying, 2/4, mobilize 2, haste, and gives you other things on turn. You like if you have more mana, 4 or 5 mana, you can play another creature and then play this, and then they both get haste, which pushes out a lot of damage. Really, really like this card. We could play Jengantha Companion. We don't have any double pips. I want to try without Jengantha just because when you play Jengantha, it signals that you're either wizards or energy for the most part, and people will keep hands with more removal. Without us playing it, then I want to see, can we kind of trick them into thinking we're Eldrazi or something else, and then they maybe don't keep that aggressive of a hand. So we're going to start off with this one here. I went 3-0 yesterday with it. We played some games. Let's see where we're starting off, 98%. I was doing more of the events because I was getting play-in points. We didn't do too well in the play-in. 2-2 was the best one that we did. So it wasn't that great, but let's try with Mardu. We're going to try out the new Abzan Amalia as well afterwards, and then we'll play some standard mono black aggro. Just kind of testing out what's popped up that's not, you know, here's an Eldrazi deck, here is, you know, this or that type of deck. But really want to kind of see how these strategies play out. Let me know if the in-game audio is too loud. Luris, could be the mirror, could be auras. We're on the play. I think we're going to keep, or on the draw. Against auras, we have Esper Sentinel, but we really don't have too much game against them. We need like a fast Ajani line, but they usually can kind of beat us down if they have their fast draw. Esper Sentinel kind of taxes them to at least hopefully draw some cards. But we'll probably go Sentinel into Voice of Victory here, and then these marionettes can hopefully start draining them out. Alright. Either they disconnected, they're pulling up the stream. Okay, so Frog. Okay, so they're gonna take the Esper Sentinel here. Bit annoying, but nonetheless. They go Frog here. Against this deck, like if we were on the play, we stick this, we would have been happy in a deck probably full of a lot of discard and stuff. Given what they're playing and what we kind of can gauge, we're going to go Marionette Apprentice here. Oh, they have Strix. I still think just because it's likely that they have the Fatal Push, this just makes multiple bodies. So we don't have to worry about Kaido. They're probably going to be on like counterspell and stuff. So I would like to stick this, but it just doesn't make sense here because then you kind of play into Fatal Push plus counterspell. Hey Justin, thanks for swinging by. Yeah, I had some time. Wife is out today. Didn't feel like going to RCQ, so here we are. They probably take Goblin Bombardment is my guess. Alright, how many Marionette Apprentices are too many? It's an interesting line. Probably should have still played this first, but I was thinking about going to RCQ, and then the dog woke up at 4 a.m. and vomited all over the place, so I'm a little tired and didn't feel like playing 6 rounds of EV. Okay, this player's gotta speed up the clock. So would love another 1-drop. Obviously would love another land. Honestly, it's probably just these two. Any of our creatures dying gives us some advantage. If they have another discard effect, then that's 4 cards discarded, so we can't really do too much. Tameo is going to be very annoying if they're able to flip it. So we'll do this. Not sure if they're on like Lorien Revealed or what their flip card would be. The Thunderkite would be nice. Obviously Goblin Bombardment would be nice. Honestly, even at this point, they take 3 damage from that. I guess they can sack it with the Lure and then get it back with Luris. That's... Again, they're letting us just drain them a bunch. So here, I do haste, they block here. They take a bunch. It's just, so I'm deciding here if I want to do Menace or Haste. I actually think Menace is better here. Because Haste, they block 2. They take 5 and then 2 die, 3 die. Okay, so it should be lethal. Got him. We got him! I don't know why they attacked with Snap there. They just took like a bunch of unnecessary damage. So it was right that time, like obviously Voice of Victory would have helped against instant speed, but they weren't really playing. They were kind of playing tap out control, which we'll take. Let's see if we can push to some numbers. Probably do 5-ish, 5 to 10 games. We'll see how long these matches go. Opponent was playing pretty slow. Alrighty. Opponent goes first, no companion. I think we keep this nonetheless. Obviously no red source, but they could fatal push this, but I'm gonna get a card draw out of it. If they don't, I get to go with Johnny. Slick shot, show off. How much damage do I want to take? Or no, you get lucky. Yeah, I just wanted to do the math with the mobilize. I think the chat's just a little, like a minute or so late. I don't think they can kill me this turn. If they can, so be it, but they did have a pause the turn that the creature came in. I want to get them to react here. And then just hold up fatal push. Really don't know what they have. So now we're in a pretty good spot because I have both the protection effect or I have not the protection. So depending on how they go through this, I have fatal push plus I have the ability to sack creatures. Let's see if they... Sure. So I can fling. Which I think we have to do. Mind you, we don't, because even if they spell pierce here, it's 3. Yeah, just to be safe. I just kill them like next turn anyways. Okay. So fatal push still comes down. They were like all in there. It was just kind of being safe there because if I just do Haliya, make token, a Johnny, make token, and then I could flip a Johnny again, draw some cards, gain some life. We also just have the Thunder Maw, make some tokens, attack in that way there. Alrighty. Very nice. Very nice. They were like super all in on that. Probably just the fling version. And looks good. We will keep. Band together, brother. This could be wizards. Could be mono red. Seeing more of these like aggro-y all-in decks. That's what I like about the mobilize. You get the trigger and then you get the ping. Sure. So let's do this because this is more damage. Play this. This is 3 damage. And then we sack the mobilize token and then get them that way there. So everybody's just trying to slick shot me today. So even if they have like a haste threat, I have 2 creatures I can sack. I have voice here. Legion Stronghold. So yeah, they're trying to just do the cheese wins. Push for it. Like I got Mythic within the first 2 days, and then I did a bunch of events just to get. I was at 33 playing points, and I wanted to get to 40 for 2 runs. So we ended up pushing to do that. So now we just kind of. I'm trying out the Mardu one. I very much am a fan of it. So I know people kind of poo-poo on Alchemy, but this is one of the most fun decks I've played in quite some time. In Alchemy, you kind of combo the Hellkite with Vanguard. So I really like the Thundermaw. So I wanted to try out like this. You get access to Fatal Push, you get Marionette Apprentice, which is nice. So you kind of get those removal packages. And then I wanted to try out the Haliya in this. So far, it might still be better suited just being more Thundermaws or increasing that. We haven't really had a chance to sneak it in. But we're 5-0 with this one. We're kind of just hovering around 99% numbered Mythic. People keep trying to slick shot show us. We'll do standard probably in a little. I want to do at least some number of games in historic first. Keep. Hello, hello, hello. I'm very curious who decided to downvote the video of me just playing Magic. I'm just going to do this preemptively. Keeping them a turn behind can be important. So I think that's fine. Scythe Cub. I think we voice a victory here. I'm going to do this on their turn so the creature comes into play tapped. Pioneer's kind of in between. This is historic, so it's kind of a mix between like modern in some cases. We have the Modern Masters cards here. So you get some like Jumpstart cards in here. I'll take this damage. Get rid of that one. So this is why we don't like playing multiples. Just because you get diminishing returns. Probably shouldn't have played that and just kept the energy going. So definitely want Voice of Victory. Honestly, with them being shields down here, I think we're just gonna take out this Scythe Cub, because this can get out of hand. We can take out the elf, but I don't really care about the elf. So they can play another creature, they can start getting some counters, but... Alright. Well, that's game.
To the hunt.
So we'll sack here. This flips a Johnny. It might have a protection effect here, but largely should be GG's. So gain more energy. Give this flying, and then we can just sack and then push through some more damage. So just kind of tokens, sack the tokens, get the value. Did we break into numbers yet? 1391. We are 7-0 with it right now. So I'm liking what it's doing. It's nice, it's linear, it's aggro. What we want. We want to push. We'll do this to 10 games, and then we'll try out the Amalia deck. Probably won't run as many in the Amalia deck, just given it's a lot more click intensive. Bit slower of a hand. Okay, if they have a fast affinity start, thankfully they don't. That's actually pretty good, because then it lets me double spell next turn, and then I can start going off. Unable to scream. So make a servo. We'll just sack this to bombardment. With this out, it represents a lot of damage. Okay. We are just playing jank today. We haven't played against like a single tier deck. The classic ticket tortoise. Okay, well that needs to die. Attack with everything. I want to kind of bait them to think that their Ornithopter can block profitably. It's probably fine still. I'll just ping it to get rid of it as a blocker. I wanted to push the... Can I just kill them? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm like 1 off. We'll just play it safe. We win next turn anyways. There's no sense of getting like super kind of tricky. Even if they have like Aetherize or something crazy, we still just get them. Alright. Opponent's dead. 8-0. 8-0. We take these. How's everybody in chat doing today? Happy Sunday. Give me Eldrazi. Okay, numbered player. I don't know if like I'm sold yet on the Haliya. Like I said, I could see this just being more removal. I wish we just had like lightning bolts in this format. I'll keep this. Lead on Sentinel. Marionette. I'll see what they play out. It'll let me decide which of my 1-drops I want to play out first. I really just want him to give us Lightning Bolt. Alright, Eldrazi. So versus Eldrazi, I think I need to be as aggressive as possible. Wow. They're playing Torpor Orb main, and they binned it, which is like the best card against my deck. Okay, fast start. Could be getting our lands blown up next turn. So it might have been right to then lead on Esper Sentinel. Rumble, they find the Ugin's Labyrinth, which can get them up to 6 mana. It's scary. I think I have to go Marionette Apprentice here. They have... what's it called? The command. I mean, if I can sneak down... like Thundermaw. We're probably gonna have to do Amped Raptor and Sentinel. Playing very slow. I also can't beat a Sire of 7 Deaths. They've had a very, like, fast start. Yeah, they get to kill my land. Which is pretty gross. And they have command still up. It's a very good start for them. Accelerant into accelerant into accelerant. It's a little iffy. Like, I think that their philosophy on certain cards don't make sense. Why you allow 2 different fast lines in the deck, but then we can't play Lightning Bolt to answer this? Seems a little silly. So it's like we have some cards that are okay, some that aren't. This and Sorin need to be addressed, otherwise I think it's fine. We just gotta try to grind them out here. Why are you like, just play a spell? If they want to give us this, they need to give us like ways to interact better with the lines. You can't have one deck get all the fast mana and then no other deck get the fast mana. At least before it was like not as consistent. Yeah, they don't really... They seem naive to what's actually happening in this format. As long as it's not Sire, I should be okay. Hoping that it's not another Sowing Myco spawn. Gross. Just because of the first strike, so I need now to... find my... Goblin Bombardment. Come on, Bombardment. Give me a Bombardment. Give me Bombardment.
May our axes strike as one.
Okay. So it's block. Hope they don't have... Like, I feel like they have command. They've been telegraphing the command line. So we'll flip a Johnny here.
Tooth and claw, I will have vengeance.
Jeez. Jeez. Ah, da 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 da. Hey, Nami. Overall, it's going well. This matchup's been a bit annoying. They've had a very strong draw, and we haven't. So we're just trying to stay alive here. Might have been right just a single block there. Just to have more bodies for the Ajani that was going to flip. I think I got a block like that, but problem is I'm just not going to push enough damage through. We needed to hit bombardment there. Oh, second sire's dead. Like, not going to do much there. They had 6 mana on turn 3. They blew up 2 of our lands. And then they hit 3 sires and probably the top third, like quarter of their deck. We just can't beat the sire in that position. Alright, this hand looks good. Lead on Guide of Souls. We could certainly beat Eldrazi. I think it's just... we hit bombardment that turn, we win. If they don't blow up our land that turn, we probably win as well. So you want to be in those scenarios, I think. So we'll go Amped Raptor next. Just try to dig deeper into bombardment here. This is like mono green. Could be Battle Crier, but looking like mono green. If they have a fast start, they can get us. Elves.
Join the fight, my king.
Perfect. Alright, opponent just doesn't even want to see it. 1331. So we'll refresh our stats. We end up going 9-1, almost the 10-0 dream. What do we get? Vincent Valentine. So 9-1. Been on a heater, at least for the tract. I'm 29-4. So we will wrap this deck up. So for the YouTube video, folks watching this later, thanks for watching as always. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back with more historic content, metagame breakdowns, stuff like that.